10 perfect Man United signings after Rangnick demands summer transfer overhaul. Manchester United interim manager Ralph Rangnick was blunt in the wake of his side's 4-0 thrashing by Liverpool, stating there could be up to 10 new signings at the club this summer. The suggestion came after the German described United's display at Anfield as embarrassing. The defeat means United are now 6th in the table, 3 points behind Tottenham, having played 1 game more. With Champions League qualification unlikely, many fans are looking ahead to the summer in the hope there will be a huge overhaul at the club, especially given the comments made by Rangnick. "I am not blaming anyone, not my players nor anyone else, but we just have to realize what kind of squad they had available. Look at their bench, look at the 4 players who weren't even in the squad. Roberto Firmino was the only one who was injured. Oxlade-Chamberlain wasn't in the squad, Minamino was not in the squad, Harvey Elliott was not in the squad. This shows what kind of quality and team they have built together working with Jurgen and his team for the last 6 years." He continued by stating, "If you analyze the situation, it's not that difficult to analyze. The team needs a rebuild, not because some players have to go, but quite a few have no contracts anymore, their contracts are expiring, then for me, it's clear there will be 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 new players. With United potentially in the market for up to 10 new players this summer, we've had a look at who they could sign based on what the club need. The defense has been a key talking point at Old Trafford this season, with Harry Maguire's position, in particular, coming under scrutiny. Rudiger can be an upgrade on Maguire, and his potential availability in this coming summer window, when his contract expires, is an added bonus. Beyond being strong in duels, Rudiger is so highly rated due to his pace, awareness of danger and ability with the ball at his feet. In contrast, these areas are all weaknesses within Maguire's game, making it easy to see why United are reportedly keen to sign the German international. Torres has been growing in stature in La Liga across the past few seasons and is now a fully fledged Spanish international. He was on United's radar last summer, though a move never materialized. Recent reports suggest that the Reds are again keen though, and it's easy to see why. The defender stands at an imposing 6'3" in. His build isn't particularly wide or muscular, yet he still boasts good strength in duels with opposition attackers. He's not considered the fastest of defenders, which does pose some questions about how he'd cope playing in a high defensive line, something United will most likely aim to deploy under their new manager, whoever that may be. However, he makes up for this with great intelligence and positioning. Torres is also good on the ball and left-footed, which would bring another dimension to the United defense. Inconsistent form from both Luke Shaw and Alex Telles means that recruiting a new left-back may increase in importance for United this summer. And one player who should be on their radar is Hoffenheim's Rom. In what is his first season in the Bundesliga, he has been one of the standout players in the competition. He was highly impressive in Bundesliga 2 last season, registering a league-high 15 assists and helping Fürth secure promotion. On the back of that impressive campaign, he joined Hoffenheim and has hit the ground running, accumulating 8 league assists and the highest expected assist, XA, total, 11.81, for any left-back across the whole division so far. He's also chipped in with 3 goals. Baku originally rose to prominence at Mainz as a high-energy box-to-box midfielder, yet these days you'll see him tearing it up down Wolfsburg's right side. Manager Florian Kohfeldt regularly rotates him between either playing as a right-back or right winger, and he excels within each. This is because the 24-year-old is a solid defender who can turn quickly into a speedy attacker. Now an established German international, this season he's bagged 4 goals and a further 4 assists. Bringing in at least one new midfielder has been made a priority this summer, and multiple reports suggest that United have been setting up the framework for a possible deal for Phillips, who has hugely impressed with Leeds since their promotion last season. He ticks many boxes in that he is physical, robust and covers plenty of ground. The 26-year-old can be trusted to sit in front of a defense and break up threatening opposition attacks, but then also has the ability to dribble out of tight areas and play piercing forward passes when the ball is won back. Although not a carbon copy of Phillips, Gravenberch does share many similar traits, making him one of the most exciting young midfielders on the continent. He's also got the added appeal of being 7 years younger than Phillips, with experience of playing within Erik ten Hag's system at Ajax. Bayern Munich are also interested in him, and Ajax are not keen to sell. But with his contract expiring next summer, they might have to accept a cut price fee or risk losing him for nothing next year. Milinkovic-Savic has been one of Serie A's star players this season, thanks in no small part to his return of 9 goals and 10 assists. For Lazio, he usually plays as a number 8 within a three-man midfield and brings loads of energy to his team both with and without the ball. The 27-year-old is extremely aggressive when pressing and tends to win more than his fair share of duels both on the ground and in the air, aided by an imposing 6'2" 2 inches profile. Yet his technical skill shouldn't be underappreciated, and with Paul Pogba set to depart in the summer, bringing in a player capable of producing moments of magic in the middle will be key. After thriving in both Belgium and France, Osimhen secured a £45 million move to Napoli in August 2020. He didn't take long to settle in Italy, quickly becoming a key star for Gli Azzurri. During these past 2 seasons, Osimhen has netted an impressive 26 goals across 57 appearances. But beyond the goals, there are also other equally impressive facets to his game. One of these is his size. He stands at 6'1" and has an outstanding leap on him, making him a real asset from set pieces and crossing situations. Even though he's tall, he has a slim frame, meaning he's still extremely mobile. This makes him more than adequate at leading the line, running onto through balls, linking play or closing down opposition defenders when his side is pressing without the ball. Calvert-Lewin joined the Toffees in 2016 and has been steadily developing year on year into a top well-rounded striker. His best campaign to date came last season when he scored an impressive 21 goals, 16 of which came in the Premier League. Only 5 players could better that return, yet unlike most of those 5, none of his efforts came via penalties, and it was in fact only Harry Kane, 17, who scored more non-penalty league goals. Kane benefited from playing for a better team, meaning he averaged significantly more shots per 90, 3.9, than Calvert-Lewin did at Everton, 2.5. He was therefore handed more goal-scoring opportunities. Calvert-Lewin's not been able to replicate that output in front of goal this season, and his last league strike came way back in August. That shouldn't deter any United interest, though as an injury layoff spanning 5 months of the season has played a huge part in that. Across all competitions, the 22-year-old has scored 30 goals this season, while registering a further 4 assists. He's most often lined up in a front 2 within a 4-4-2 formation, though under manager Nelson Verissimo, Benfica tend to be a tactically fluid side, utilizing other different formations such as 4-2-3-1 and 3-4-3. Núñez is able to adapt and thrive within either. When not featuring as an out-and-out forward, you'll often see Núñez operating on the left of his side's attack. This is despite being right-footed. However, this area of the pitch suits him best as it allows him to utilize his blistering pace to run at and bypass defenders before cutting inside onto his favored foot to unleash efforts at goal.